Hey, hello and welcome back to DG Plays Dark Cloud with default weapons only. In the last episode we beat the final boss of the second area. A bit of a struggle with my weapons, even though they were quite upgraded. Still didn't do that much damage to the boss. But now we are in the third zone and we need to go to an underwater ghost infected pirate ship to find some treasure. We're looking for a moon orb that can control a spaceship so we can fly to the moon. Yeah, this story escalated quickly. But to do that, we need to ride the submarine called the Turtle. And we'll immediately hop into it and do some floors in the dungeon. So we're going to a ship underwater. So this ship underwater was the Queen's ship. And when the Queen died, they sank the ship with the Queen. And then the merchant said, hey, you know what's good? Let's use someone's tomb to store items in. So now this is a massive vault where people and merchants store their items in. But since the genie came, it's been haunted. So now nobody has access to their items anymore. And they believe that the moon orb might be in here. So we are here to get all of the loot, basically. And maybe we'll rebuild the village of Queens next door. But I think that's more at my leisure. Although I'm pretty sure the game will force me to do it. I like this scene. Pretty cool. Let us... Ah, this is cool. Hehe, we use hooks to move around. Shipwreck. New dungeon, guys. New dungeons, new enemies. I'm excited. So because this is underwater, I'm thinking there might be a lot of sea creatures in here. I'm assuming some skeletons as well. But what I've done with Xiao's weapon is I have given her electric damage, thunder damage. And I've also given her some sea creature anti-marine damage. So I think we'll have a quick look initially, but I believe that we'll be using Xiao a little bit and see what her damage feels like. Not too bad. You can see that their HP of the mobs has... oh, look at that. This guy's a lot of it. I'm not hitting low amounts. The mobs just have a lot of HP. And this is, I think, this will be the zone where kind of the scaling of my weapons is gonna be a bit eh. And as we saw with the previous boss, if you've seen the previous episode, I actually had issues with hitting the boss. Some of the bosses, or some of my team's abilities were actually not doing any damage to the boss. Which is worrisome, because if bosses are immune if you don't have enough damage, there might be a problem with later bosses if I can't scale my weapons up enough. Hopefully I can overcome those hurdles with putting magical elements on my weapons. And so on and so on. There's a lot of like the traps here that give me stamina. We got a backroom access here. Let's see what it is. What do we need? It's filled with water. Am I hearing things? I hear something like whistling. Interesting. I guess we'll find out when we get the item. I mean, there's only that many unique items in the game, so it's quite easy to determine which items are for these kind of backroom accesses. This is gonna be a... This is gonna be a ride with the default weapons. This is where the challenge will start for sure. Well, maybe not the challenge, but the endurance test. Obviously, I'll cut out as much of the endurance tests for you as possible if I need to really grind. I'll mainly try and just show every floor once. And just a general progression. But if I need to grind, I will do that off recording, just to save you guys some of your precious time. I'm also not really learning about the mobs if I range them. But I think I'll manage. Perfect. Still using that Dran's feather to make me move faster in between groups. Or in the overfloors. Sunshade, okay. Obviously we need to gather more Atla. If this is the first episode you're watching, what the base core gameplay loop of this game is that we, basically a genie destroyed the entire world, but just before he did that, a fairy king stored all of the houses, items, people, belongings into these little orbs called Atla. But because of how powerful the genie was, all those Atla got spread across the world. So in order to rebuild villages, I need to go through the dungeons and find these Atla, which are the orbs that I pick up. They will then give me things like a house, accessories for the house, the people that lived in the house. And the entire idea is that I rebuild the villages. And then the villagers help me on my quest. So you do a dungeon and then you do some SimCity building-ish to make people happy. And then you go back into the dungeon and you rinse and repeat. Oh, I just need the actual hook to be able to go to the next floor. That's pretty interesting. I am gonna try and do some mobs with Tone, because I need to upgrade his weapon. But look at how much endurance these guys take. That's insane. That is not good. And also, they don't give much weapon experience. Stew. Assuming that's an NPC. We still need the key to the door that's over there. Oh. Okay, so this is a trap chest, so I can guess what the trap is. The only one I really am afraid of is Curse. Okay, it's a poison trap. So now I know what trap it is, so I can open it, because I can just say that it's a poison trap. Look at that, a hammer that I'm never going to use. Oh, that's my last antidote. That's not great. Not great at all. So how do I... Can I get through this door? Is it like a... Is this... Oh, it's a button door. Okay. Never mind, I don't need an item to get through this door. And now I need to jump with Xiao. I really want to remind you that you have different characters in this game. Oh, look at that. Spikes and everything. Ooh. Let's pick up the last Atla. I can only pick up Atla with Tone as well, so I need to switch back before I can do the orbs. A fish pushcarts. Cool thing about building the villages, and I'll show it when I do some building later on, is some of the villagers have their own request of where they want their house to be, so you also have to kind of build the city the way they want it. Some of them don't like living next to other people, some of them want to live close to the waterfall, and so on and so on. So you kind of just have to talk to them, find out what their requests are, and build the village as the villagers want it. So you're not only rebuilding, but in some cases you're also improving on the village. Let's add the hook here. Use the pulley to go up to the upper level. Let's go to the next floor. We've got plenty of resources. And I highly doubt we would be able to do much during the building anyway. So let's keep it going. Get some more Atla, get some more people, get some more villagers, get some more everything. Basically reskins of the previous mobs. Let's drink up some water. I think I need to use stone a little bit. So he does a lot of damage to skeletons. That's actually good. And an attack +1. Very nice. Don't break my weapon on this guy. I will repair. Next combo definitely breaks that weapon, so... How much do they give? Can I see how much experience that gives? They give 4 experience, oh dear. That is not a lot. But I wasn't gonna say the stamina will help, but it's probably gonna run out before I hit another pack of enemies. Oh, there's the key. Drink up me hearty yo-ho. Yeah, let's try and get Tone's weapon up a bit. Because I'm afraid that if I don't, I'll be in some serious trouble. Oh. So I'm cursed, so I can't switch weapons, which I don't really care about, because I don't switch weapons anyway. Okay, gooey I do care about. Because this is what happens when I'm gooey. That is not something I can live with. Do I have soap? I think I do. I'll leave the curse on for now, because I'm honestly not too fussed about being cursed. This is a really annoying mob, because my attacks like go through every other attack. These might just be Shao mobs, to be honest. Yep. Hey, 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 hey! Ooh, more repair powder. Always comes in handy to extend trips to anywhere. A bicycle, okay. What do we have? A gunny. These seem pretty easy to kill. They just take a ton of endurance because, well, they have hard shells. I think maybe I should just use Shao, and then if I want to level my weapons, go to previous dungeons where the other guys are a bit better. That seems like a sensible plan, because unless I get skeletons here, Toad's not really been good so far on any of the mobs. But we'll use them on skeletons for sure. It'll take some well, it's a bit annoying to keep swapping them around, but I think it is worth it in the long run. We'll repair the weapon as well before we break it again. Do I actually have things to customize this? Not really. I don't have anything I want on this weapon. Yeah, this is definitely where the damage drop-off starts being felt. I'll definitely need to stock up on some stamina potions for the bosses. Because even if it just increases my damage from 1 to 2, on a boss that is, you know, half the time. Could be the difference between a 10-minute and a 20-minute fight. We can use the key we just got. What's the last enemy? Skeleton? Yay. More experience for Tone. Very nice. He does a lot of damage to skeletons. They must be weak to wind. It's the only thing I can kind of think of that would allow that. Some bread. There we go, that's another floor cleared. We're just gonna immediately go to the next floor. This episode is gonna be all dungeon. I'll probably start doing the building in the next episode. First of all, I want to go heal up for free. I'm gonna head to the little fountain here. And then we can head to floor number 3. Because there's always a wall in the dungeons where you can't proceed until you start building. Because you get something from the villagers to proceed you through the dungeon. So if I just hit that point and then leave the dungeon, or if I run out of repairs, that's like the second reason to leave the dungeon. Or just supplies in general. Just don't get good. That's all I need. Go. More experience on Tone's weapon. Almost getting there, almost level up. I don't have anything to put into his weapon though, so would appreciate some drops from these mobs. Well, not attack, because I can't put more attack in that weapon. But I would appreciate some other drops, like some undead busters or something like that. I've acquired Jake. Oh, I see a plant. Let's deal with the plant first and then... And I also hear a skeleton behind me. It's too late with my attack there. That's fine, we need to move past the thing anyway. Look at this loaded room. Definitely feels a bit like a treasure chest, or treasure ship. Ooh, holy. I want to put the holy on my Holy Crusader Goro. Did we already get a jack? Maybe not. This room just has everything. The rest of the dungeon's gonna be empty. Look at that, there's one Atla outside of this room. What's in here? Is it the map? It is cheese. Do like myself a good piece of Gouda. Quick heal. I mean, at least with the water, I don't have to worry about it unless it's like I use more water floor. Because I've got so much thirst or water reserve on a Tone. It could probably last for like multiple floors. So even if I get a floor or maybe 2 without a fountain, just leave it for the next floor. I should have enough water in my system to cover to the next floor that has a fountain. How much does he do to the gunnies? Let's see. 16, yeah, no. I know his weapon's not upgraded. Maybe I should use my upgrade powder on his weapon. Or I might just do a run through an old dungeon to get his weapon up at some point. Evi. What is Evi? I'm gonna see what this is. Oh, okay. This fishing bait. That will possibly come in handy. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna fish. It is really useful to get the good items to put in your weapons. But also it's a bit tedious. A tree. Always nice. Gotta make the village look nice. Not just build the essentials. Give him a little park. Give him a place to relax with nature. I'm so happy they got rid of the... Here's 3 items you might need on the final exit. And they just went back to... Nope, we'll just give you the item for the exit. Because that was getting really tedious, especially if you guessed wrong. There are just enemies in here, but also I kind of want the experience as much as I can. They'll definitely need it. We've got one less skeleton for Tone to deal with. There we go. End of the floor. Don't need to dip in the water. I'll be fine. Okay, let's go to the next floor. I wonder when we'll run into the first you have to go build some stuff now wall. Usually it's about halfway through the dungeon, so we'll see. We'll see where that comes in. Right now we're just speed running some of these floors. We're getting better at this game. Faster. Okay, I get thirsty faster. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I have enough water supply on me to get that sorted. Plus, both Xiao and Stone have quite large water supplies on their own. Get in there, champ. Nice, okay. Problem is I can upgrade it, but I don't actually have stuff to put in. This is not going to do anything because it's full of attack. Speed's also not going to do anything. I don't want to give him Metal Buster because I don't want him to be the metal champion. Actually, what do I want him to do? Dragons and Beasts? Potentially. Yeah, I don't have anything for him, so maybe I just stop using Tone for a bit now, because I don't have anything to upgrade his weapon with. Maybe I'll buy some in the shop, actually, if I go to the shop and I find some of the items I want to put on Tone. On Tone's weapon. I might just buy them. They're quite expensive, they're like 300 each, but I think I have quite a lot of gold because I'm not buying any weapons or anything. And if I don't fish, that will also very much diminish how much money well, it will add a lot to the amount of gold I have because the fishing bait's quite expensive. So I can sell it for a pretty penny. Well, there's no point in using Tone if his weapon's not going to get any experience, so I'll use Xiao to deal with everything for now. Unless I find a mob where I want Goro to deal with it, but I don't think that will happen quite soon. What I might do Maybe? I don't know if I want to put attack in the slingshot, actually. Now, to just max it out. Can I see if this is max? It is not max, so her weapon actually goes higher than Tone's attack. So just go flat attack on this to max it as fast as possible. I mean, it will get maxed eventually. Let's do it. Let's do it for now. Let's make my life a little bit easier and upgrade it. And then we'll just put this back in and the fire damage. Even though I'm not going to use fire probably at all in this dungeon. As well, we're in an underwater pirate ship. I guess the plants are weak to fire, but don't really want to switch to the fire affinity every time I encounter a plant. Plus these shell guys are taking the most endurance, so, and I'm pretty sure they're weak to electricity. So I'm happy with staying on thunder for now. I might want to focus a bit on thunder if I can, because the boss, I'm assuming the boss of an underwater pirate ship might be weak to thunder. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but there is a oh. Let's kill the mimics with my Mimic Buster. It's gonna take a while, but let's... Oh, he's thirsty already. Told you to hydrate, Goro. Also, for everyone watching, stay hydrated. Uh-oh. There's 3 damage to my weapon. I need to repair after this hit. I've only upgraded this weapon once. It's a bit sad. A little bit sad. But I will stay dedicated. I will use him on Mimic. Mimics and anything made of metal. He's gonna be my heavy endurance slapper. I hope I have enough water on me, actually. I don't have that much water, I think, and the water is draining really, really fast. I guess I can use Tone to run a bit. He's got a lot of water left, and I'm not actually using him in combat. They also don't give you pools on these floors, which makes sense, but also... Screw you, developers. Gonna go for the chests and the Atla. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go for the Atla. And the thirst damage is also not that bad if I'm 0 thirst, so I could just let it drop me down a little bit. I just hate how slow this weapon is. It will probably start hitting really hard later. And it might be really useful. This might be the only weapon that can actually hit bosses later because of how much base damage it has, but... yeah. The fact that it's slow, you can't combo with it, it's just a one-hit take every time. Is a bit... annoying. Here we go, that's another Mimic down. I need another repair powder just because I killed one Mimic. Get as close as possible for maximum damage. Perfect. Now let's switch to Tone for the running here. Pick up the stamina with Shao. Awesome. Perfect, actually. Reshot with stamina, that's so insane. Again, we'll do the long trek with Tone, because Tone has a lot of drinky. I feel like I'm in the episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob's in Sandy's thingy without his water bowl on, and he's trying to toughen it out. He comes in like really dried up sponge. It's exactly how my characters are feeling right now. Water! 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 Oh nice, I obviously still have the stamina from previously. Look at that. Just... Ooh, I thought it was going to be a two-shot. That's crazy. Very good. Now all my characters are completely out of water. Perfect. Let's get to the next floor. Well, looks like this is a show-only floor, but this is where... Well, let's give her some water. But this is where we'll leave it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time. Next episode, we're going to continue the dungeon until we're stuck and we have to go building, and then we'll do a massive building session. So I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like down below, and I will see you in the next episode.